What do you do when things are not going the way you want it? What do you do when you wake up in the morning, you feel overwhelmed and thinking about what is the next step am I going to take? What decision am I going to make today that will be helpful to me? And before you get up from that bed, you're tossing and turning and thinking, what is it that I'm going to do today that will be helpful to me? These are the daily challenges that we as human beings that are in that journey of self-discovery that we battle with, that we struggle with, especially as we are in the beginning of the year. I made a post yesterday that asked the question about where are you at with your commitment to your New Year resolution? And the reason why I asked that question is simply because at some point, somewhere down the line, most of us are going to struggle in sticking to the New Year resolution, in wanting to be part of that process. Simply because I asked one of the personal trainer at the gym, and I asked, I said, how many of this individual in the gym right now, because he was so busy, how many of these people do you think are going to be here, that are going to be consistent, they're going to be committed, that have the understanding of the clarity of the choices that they've made come the beginning of March? We are coming closer to the end of January. In 2 months' time, how many individuals will be committed? He laughed. He said, I know. But the simple fact in that question is that not everyone is going to be there. Not everyone is going to have the support system to be able to achieve that commitment, in able to achieve the goals that they want to achieve. So the reason why I am having this conversation is simply because each and every one of us, we do need an accountability partner. We do need to remind ourselves that when we have the confidence in being able to achieve the things that we believe we can achieve, and genuinely have the confidence in it and say to ourselves, this is what I'm going to do. Confidence is one of the key points of being able to achieve so many things with the right mindset. And then understanding and having the clarity to know that when I'm committed to this journey of starting my own business, when I'm committed to this journey of gaining the clarity of this is where I am in my finance, this is where I am in my relationship, this is where I am in my mental health. However, this is where I would like to be. The objective is to be somewhere better than the way you are right now, so that come next year you'll be able to remind yourself and say, wow, this is the way I was like last year, but this year is so much better. That is gaining clarity. And moving on to the next part of this framework is convince. How do you begin to convince yourself about your capability? How do you begin to rewire your mind to understand that if you just gain the confidence, gain the clarity, being able to convince yourself about your capability, and telling your friends and your family about the journey that you have chosen to embark on, will make so much difference in your life. Because being able to convince yourself is good, but how many people are you going to be able to convince that this is the path that you've chosen? This is where you've chosen to want to go in your life. How many people are you going to be able to convince? Convincing yourself is the most powerful thing about your capability, about what you can do, so that you can own your future. The fourth C of this framework is commitment. The commitment to gain the confidence that this is the path that you've chosen, that you believe will serve you to achieve the things that you want to achieve in your life. The commitment to gain the clarity of where you are now and understanding your objective is to be better, to do better, to be the architect of your own life and the author of your own story. Having that clarity makes a massive difference. The commitment to gain the conviction of yourself, the commitment to understand when you are speaking to someone about your idea, about your identity, about what you believe, about what you stand for, the individual can understand the path that you have chosen, that you, with the action that you are taking, and the commitment to be committed to the transformation of your new path that you've chosen in life, regardless of what everybody's saying. Even when it's difficult, you keep on showing up. Even when it's hard, you keep on showing up. Even when it's almost taking everything out of you, you are still committed to that path, to be the best version of yourself. That is what commitment is about. I love commitments. The commitment for me to continue to share this message with you. This is almost 2.5 years in the pipeline of Move Forward movements. The commitment to continue to show up and share this content. Some days I don't feel like it. Some days I don't want to do it. Some days I feel like this is overwhelming. But you keep showing up because you are committed. And the last framework that holds all of this together: consistency. The consistency to be confident in your journey. The consistency to be, understanding that clarity can change the trajectory of how you want it to look like for you. The consistency to convince yourself that you are on a path to greatness, that you are on a path that will eventually lead to something better, to impact your life, the world, and the environment and your community. The commitment, the consistency to be committed to the journey, and the consistency to be consistent. This is a framework that I believe can be used in a lot of things in our life, that I believe in, that I'm ingraining into the path of choosing what Move Forward movement is about, and the path that we choose for our life. That is what the 5 C's is all about. That is the commitment to growth, the commitment to change, the commitment to own our future. That is what I want to share with you today. Now, when you hear this message, you want to know more about how we can be able to support you, reach out to Move Forward Movement. Send me a DM so that we can sit down together and see how we can support you holistically, that align with the path that serves you to take your life, your business to the next level. My name is Piro Tai. Like we always say, you need grace in all that you do. God bless you. Keep moving forward. And bye for now.